Ripple strikes back and goes after the SEC. Is this going to be a brilliant move? We're also going to talk about the juice in stablecoins because Ripple's launching a stablecoin and XRP price talk. Oh, we're going to have that at the end because there's some...
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
What a crazy day it's been for the crypto markets. But before we get into the crypto news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty. Got a good chance of making it to the next one. The Patriots says, by the time I looked at the chart, it was right back down again. Total mess. J. Cole says that pump is over, or is it? This future man says, oh, it's going back down. This pump is not consistent and strong enough to even call it a pump. That's why if you noticed in the title, it was a lowercase p. Char Baby says, and dumps right after as usual. We're going to XP price talk at the end. Ripple's firing back. Their strategy behind this, I want to hear from you. If this is bold, brilliant, or if it's going to bite them in the butt. Bitcoin's sitting at 60,341, while ETH is 2347. BNB's at 563, while Sol's at 138. 88, 33.8, no love for Charles. His XRP sitting at 53.7. Sweet pulling back. Well, yeah, because the crypto market is all pumps and dumps. Speaking of dumps, would be nice if XLM got some price action. 8.9 cents is the piece of that turd. Brazil's crypto soars on 42% stablecoin growth. You're going to notice a theme with this video. The theme is going to be stablecoins. Institutional transactions increased in late 2023, indicating renewed market confidence. Stablecoins account for 70% of Brazil's exchange flows, surpassing Bitcoin in transaction value. Stablecoins are growing faster and faster and faster. In fact, right now, stablecoin market cap is like the highest it's ever been. Keep that in mind as more companies launch stablecoins and more players use stablecoins as a safe place to park your park your cash to the US dollar. Brazil's crypto market is changing with strong growth in stablecoin uses and renewed institutional interest from major financial entities. According to data from Chainalysis, the stablecoin market in Brazil is booming, making Latin America the second fastest growing region for crypto adoption. Yearly growth rate of over 42%. Holy crap, everyone, that's a lot. CPI data came out, 2.4%. Wasn't enough to really make the market feel good, but I'll be honest with you, at least it didn't go up compared to the previous month's report. By the way, next CPI data is next month. Next month is going to be absolutely insane. You've got Election Day Tuesday, Thursday, Jerome Powell and the Fed's rate decision, the following Wednesday, CPI data. Buckle up, kiddos. This is going to be a wild ride. Now, let's get back to the main story you want to hear about. Ripple coming back with the cross appeal. Now, think about this. The SEC has filed. Ripple's filed. Now, we still don't know what each other is cross appealing. We're going to get that in the briefs, the Form C and those opening briefs, okay? Once those are filed. Now, when that happens, I'll be able to share it with you. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on when that stuff drops. But only hit the like button if you like this kind of content. But now, Ripple comes back. And they're appealing. And the reason why they're appealing is key. We're going to get into that. The SEC filed its own notice of appeal in the Ripple case earlier this month. For now, however, it's not clear what exactly the regulator is going to appeal. Yes, they can appeal secondary sales. Yes, they can appeal institutional programmatic sales. Yes, they can appeal the fines. They can do all of that. Everything is on the table right now. The specifics of the SEC's appeal and Ripple's cross appeal will become known once the two companies file their respective opening briefs. According to Stuart Alderati, chief legal officer at Ripple, the cross appeal is meant to assure that nothing is left on the table. Essentially, what Ripple is saying is, look, whatever the SEC doesn't touch, we're going to touch because we don't want to get wrecked on it. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to CYA, cover their ass everywhere, make sure something doesn't happen a few months down the road where they're like, oh, but what about this? Oh, but what about this? Bold strategy? Yes, but this also means this is going to be delayed for a long, long time. Estimates of 2026 out to 2027 are most likely going to be the end date. And then if you start thinking Supreme Court, you could push that out even longer. Alderati believes that Ripple will go after Ripple's XRP sales on exchanges and that the company's other distributions of token. They'll likely go after these again and they will lose on both again. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has slammed the agency for creating havoc, adding that his company is looking forward to sealing the SEC's fate. All right, here is the announcement. And as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, yes, they will be linked in the description below. And let me know if you've been dealing with Hurricane Milton fallout. All we got was a cold front, a little bit of a breeze. We got lucky, but Florida, not so much. File and post this out. XRP community. Ripple's filed a cross appeal of Judge Torres's action entered on the 7th of August. Says, please take notice that the defendant, Ripple Labs, hereby respectfully cross appeals the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit Court from the final judgment entered on this case, August 7th. Once we get deets on what they're going after, it's going to be a wild ride. But this pushes out XRP. And that's why I want to talk about price right now. Because as I've shown you, Brazil is seeing some stablecoin growth. Right now, stablecoin market cap is like super crazy big. Like super crazy big. In fact, Tether, right, one of the biggest issuers of some stablecoin action, they're like, yo, we want to get audited by one of the big four to kind of shut everyone up. So this whole stablecoin market is heating up. Ripple's launching RLUSD. It's still in its beta phase. All right, it's going to be available for institutional only, which I know sucks for a lot of people because I think a lot of people would like to park their cash there. But remember, they're trying to do it and trying to play nicely with the SEC. So Ripple's launching this. They're launching it despite the fact that the SEC has their intention of appealing. Price action, yeah, there was a pump action. There really was. Lowercase p. Go back on the video I did earlier and look. It's a lowercase p in the title. Big P is a big pump. Lowercase p is a little pump. So this was a little p. Very little p. Yes, maybe it's got prostate problems. I don't know. But looking at the price right now, we could not hold on to this action of 54 cents. And we're right now sitting at 53.6. Volume, though, up 43%. A lot of players are starting to make more plays now because they see that Ripple is fighting back. They're willing to take this for the long haul. The big issue we see here is the delays in time. Does that restrict the ceiling of XRP price talk? When we start looking at the market here, and let's zoom it on out just a little bit, we ask ourselves, okay, so since the case, our biggest pump has been the Torres pump in 2023. That didn't last. Then we got the 1-year anniversary of secondary sales getting protected. That didn't last. Then we get the penalty issued by Torres with that pump. That didn't last. And the ceiling has been coming down. So now does this case mute the price action of XRP even further, or will we be able to break out from this trend? It's clear as day. You can see it right here. Look at this. We just getting lower, and lower. Nicely, though, the floor is also raising as well. 30-cent XRP seems like a faraway idea, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, think of the market reverberations lately. Think of the negative events out there. It hasn't pushed XRP down that much in price. And we've seen that it's been pumping every time after. So there's some money to be made on playing those swings. But if this pushes us out now, and I'm going to move this calendar out so you can see, if this pushes us out all the way to here, what's going to happen? Are we going to miss the bull run because the case goes on for these next couple years? I mean, think about it. ICP used to be a $2, $3 action, right? That's very different than now. So some of these out there, SWE was under $1 for the longest time. So there's some moves that are happening. Are people going to be impatient? Are they not going to want to wait? And are they going to want to put their money somewhere else? I've been getting a lot of comments where people have been saying, yo, I've been taking 10% of my XRP and I've been putting it into, say, like Jasmine. Or I took 10% of my XRP and I put it in Casper. They're moving stuff around because they don't want to miss out on any action on the next bull run. So the SEC, even if they don't win, do they win because they're already suppressing the price and the potential price action of XRP? Because let's be real here. Does anyone really think XRP can move until the case is over? I mean, yeah, if something groundbreaking happens with XRP usage and utility-wise, but there's nothing on the radar right now that can pop the market like that. And in fact, we've seen that the market pops we have been watching simply don't last. It's been pumps and dumps, and that's what you're seeing in the price of XRP. And with the extended time of the case, does that mean you have more time to stack? More time to stack below 47 cents? More time to play the pumps and dumps, dips and tips? This is a very bold strategy because, yes, there's risk involved. You risk losing on all that capital that could be flowing in because you're dragging this thing out even further. But let's be real here. who's really the one dragging it out? It's not Ripple with their cross appeal. It's the SEC that's sitting there at every impasse wanting this and this and this and this. Remember the original penalty? Do you remember how much it was? $2 billion. That's what the SEC asked for, $2 billion. And the penalty was reduced to $125 million. Like 93% reduction, something like that. So think about it. Even at that point, the SEC was sitting here with unfair requests for penalties. And now all of a sudden the SEC is like, look, we're filing our intent for notice of appeal. We're not going to tell you what it is, though, right off the bat. We're going to make you wait. So Ripple now coming back, cross-appealing, saying, hey, look, anything that you ain't talking about in that appeal, we're going to come back with and make sure that it's locked down tight so that the appeals court backs us up so we don't have to fight other crap in the future. I think that's pretty smart. But we also know that delaying the action with this court case really suppresses the ceiling, and that we saw during this last pump run, okay, when we saw like your ICPs and all those other ones that I talked about earlier making moves, XRP missed out. Does this mean XRP is going to miss out again? Is the ceiling limited? Are we just limited to playing these pumps and dumps of buying sub 50 and selling above 60? I mean, yeah. Making 20, 30% hit after hit after hit after hit is fun, but I think some of us are getting a little greedy and want to make some bigger hits out there. I mean, think of Sui. Sui almost 2x'd with the announcement of their trust. So there is money out there to pump up crypto. You just got to have the right runway. CPI data, nothing too juicy. 2.4, it was 2.5 the previous month. Crypto market needs more. Crypto market needs a lot more optimism in those reports to really get excited for it. But what I'm excited for, and maybe a little bit stressed, is the presidential election happening on a Tuesday in November. That's the 5th. Then on the 7th, you've got Jerome Powell and the Fed. And then shortly after the CPI data, it's going to be crazy news coverage time. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Notification bell's pretty cool because I try to bring the news as fast as it happens. I'll catch you cool cats later. Hear my dog barking in the background. Choo-choo, bitches.